As I was getting ready for tonight, I was reminded of playing with Lincoln logs. Every Christmas, actually, I have a little log cabin set that I put together, and it kind of is one of the decorations in our house. But the thing about those is that you had to plan ahead, because the base piece required to put a door on a wall was different than the one that you would use to build just a regular wall. And if you wanted to put a window in, you had to plan ahead where to start adding the window pieces to get it all in. And in this series, Make a Plan, we talked about how God has a plan for each and every one of us. And in order for us to fulfill that plan, in the first week, we talked about the fact that there are things that need to come out of our lives. And this week, we talked about the things that need to go into our lives. We need to build it up. It's reminded of 1 Peter chapter 2, verses 4 and 5. Peter wrote, "So as you come to him," being Jesus, "a living stone rejected by men, but chosen and precious in God's sight, you yourselves, as living stones, are built up as a spiritual house to be a holy priesthood and to offer spiritual sacrifices that are acceptable to God through Jesus Christ." In that passage, we see this big idea that God wants my life to line up with Jesus as I'm being built into a useful part of his spiritual house, the church. Jesus, the cornerstone by which all of us measure our lives against, and the faith that we have in him is what sets us on the right path of being built into this spiritual house of God, are added together. Every time somebody comes by faith to Jesus, they are added into the wall of this spiritual house. And together we find that our gifts, our abilities, our talents, the things that God has put inside of us, our callings, they work together to create this amazing spiritual sacrifice that is acceptable to God because of our shared faith in Jesus. My question for you is this: are you lining your life up with Jesus? And are you actively being a part of being useful in the building of this spiritual house, the church? If not, what's holding you back? Pray you have a great week.